Na kitu ilifanyika ambayo ni muhimu sana. Immediately Kawira Mwangaza alishinda pale Senate, na Senate unanimously, because we can only say unanimously, agreed that Kawira Mwangaza should not be impeached because the grounds did not hold water. Now, immediately after ametoka Senate, I think hapo nje or somewhere else that I don't want to discuss so much, politicians from all corners, from the government, that is the Kenya Kwanza, and the opposition, that is Azimio, waliungana wote na wakadeliver a very strong message to Kenyans through a video, and probably mocking the MCAs wa Meru, wakisema governor ni mama. That means they celebrated the results of how the Senate did its, or how the Senate ruled. In presence kulikuwa na Moses Kuria. Some are saying that anakimbisha ama anajaribu kuwa kingpin wa Mount Kenya, but I don't think that was the reason why Moses Kuria was there. My opinion is that he represented the government. We had people like Gladys Wanga, who represented the opposition and Azimio to celebrate this victory, and we had these Millicent Omanga, who represented nominated senators and the Kenya Kwanza faction as well. Na bado kulikuwa na governors kama governor wa Nyeri Mutahi Kahiga, who are there to celebrate the victory. So that means the government won and all the major political parties won the case against the Meru County MCS. Now, as a Kenyan, I don't want you to celebrate like them. I want you to note something. Yesterday nilifanya video na nikasema the grounds zenye Meru MCAs walikuwa wamepeana za kuimpeach Governor Kawira was that she was being accused of nepotism. If you read the definition of nepotism in your phone, enda kwa Google, tafuta tu the meaning of nepotism, you will realize that the definition ya nepotism inasema the practice among those with power or influence of favoring relatives, friends or associates, especially by giving them jobs. Now, the MCAs wa Meru walikuwa wana accuse governor ati amepea jobs marafiki wake na watu wake wa nyumbani. Now, this is what you did not note. That, as I said in yesterday's video, if you have not watched that video, you need to watch, that nepotism is not illegal in Kenya. In writing mukisoma kwa mashule, nepotism is illegal and it is not a good practice. But how our government is designed and how county government was designed, it was designed to be nepotistic in nature. And if Kawira Mwangaza was impeached on the basis of nepotism, so many politicians wangekuwa kwa shida. So many politicians, including the president and the leader of opposition. And so there is no way the politicians could let that case to be won against the system and the design of the Kenyan governance system. You see, you are accusing Kawira Mwangaza ameemploy watu wa familia yake na husband yake, which is one aspect of nepotism, because the accusation or ile makosa alikuwa amefanya, one of them was nepotism. Okay? Yet nepotism haihusiki tu na watu ama relatives peke yake, bado inaguzia marafiki. Look at the presidents and the cabinet. Some people like Moses Kuria, who are in this video yenye ina celebrate the victory of that video, were nominated to be ministers. Not because they qualified, not because there is any qualification for a minister, but because they are friends to the president. So they are beneficiaries of nepotism. Sijui kama unaelewa. Some people like Millicent Omanga are nominated MPs and nominated senators, not because they are qualified to kutetea haki za wananchi, or because they know the law so much and they have so many things to do in parliament to safeguard that law, but because they are not qualified in everything, but they qualify to be friends of the presidency. So nepotism is not anything they can fight. Look at some people like Governor wa Meru and the Governor Gladys Wanga wa Homa Bay. Is it Homa Bay or Kisumu? The nominations that gave them the tickets to run for their position, the first qualification was first You become a friend of one of the presidency, one of the people in the high seats, in the high positions. Okay, you as a normal Kenyan mwenye hauna pesa, mwenye hauna kitu, you would qualify in everything, but you lack one qualification, to be a friend of one of the persons in power. So this is not something that, this is not a case yenye inapelekwa ati kwa sababu Kawira Mwangaza sijui amename one of the roads after a husband, amenominate sijui marafiki wake, sijui amefanya. This is not a case any politician would want you to win, because then if you win, somebody else would go to court na aseme kwamba we want to impeach the president, or we want to impeach the CS, or we want to impeach every governor on the basis of nepotism, because all of them thrive in nepotism. All of them are beneficiaries of nepotism. If you go to these county governments, the 47 of them, all of them, and the national government, everyone who is in a senior position is there courtesy of nepotism. So how could they let nepotism to... It is not that... So this is what I want the MCAs wa Meru to understand. That you did not lose the position, or you did not lose your case because it was not genuine, or because you did not have evidence. You lost your case because you targeted the wrong topic. You targeted the wrong person. You targeted the wrong offense. Nepotism. The speaker to the National Assembly, to start with, is not a speaker because he's not the speaker of the National Assembly because he's so qualified, or because he has these qualifications of a speaker. Actually, we don't have a qualification for one to be a speaker. The only qualification that you need is to be a friend of the ruling party, or a friend of the president, so that then you can be favoring their agenda in the Senate, so that then the agenda of the government should not fall, or it should not fail in the Senate or the National Assembly. So one qualification, the first qualification to be a speaker, is to be nepotistic and to be a product of nepotism, and that is what Amason Kingi is in the Senate. So all of them are products of nepotism. All of them are beneficiaries of nepotism. Alafu unaenda kuambia ati nepotism is bad, we want to impeach a governor on the basis of nepotism. That's where you went wrong.